Alrighty friends, this is lab table number 5 for the series and parallel lab. So just starting here at the power supply. Okay, so we're going to call this one light bulb number 1. Okay, we're going to make this light bulb number 2 and light bulb number 3. When we do qualitative observations, we'll turn the lights down so you can see this a little better, but light bulbs 3 and 2 are lit. They're just a lot dimmer than light bulb number 1, but we'll come back to that once we have voltage and current readings for this entire circuit. So let's get to it. Alright, so first we're going to measure total voltage for table number 5. You can see I've just jumped my voltmeter across the power supply there. There's the leads. I am on the 30 volt scale. Biggest one, jumping in, go ahead and take your measurement for the total voltage for lab table 5. Alright, so we're going to grab the voltage for light bulb number 1 for table number 5. Okay, you see I got my voltmeter connected across, and we're still on that 30 volt scale, so let me get this into focus and zoomed in. Okay, so go ahead and take your reading off the voltmeter now. Alright, now we're going to do the voltage across light bulb number 2. Okay, so you can see I just tied in around it as such. I was able to jump all the way down to the 1.5 volt scale, so I'm on the smallest scale on the voltmeter. So go ahead and take your reading now. Alright, and now we will grab the voltage across light bulb number 3 over here. See, I tied in. I'm still on that 1.5 volt scale, so I'm on the lowest scale on the meter. So go ahead and take your reading now. Alright, so let's do current readings for table 5, starting with the total current. Okay, you can see I got the ammeter hooked up so that we're going straight from the power supply to the negative terminal. Alright, so I'm on the 500 milliamp scale. Alright, so zooming in. Come on, get into focus. There we go. Alright, so go ahead and take your reading for that total current now. Alright, we're going to do current for light bulb number 1. Okay, so I'm still on that 500 milliamp scale, so the biggest scale on the meter. Go ahead and take your reading now. Alright, now we're going to measure the current flowing into light bulb 2 for table number 5. So just from before, this was light bulb number 1. Here's light bulb number 2. If I sneak the camera back here, you can see how I've tapped in the ammeter to measure all the current flowing into light bulb number 2. I'm still on the 500 milliamp scale. Alright, so let me zoom in here and get this in focus. There we go. Okay, so go ahead and take your measurement now. And now we'll measure the current flowing into light bulb number 3 for table 5. So you can see how I'm connected in for the ammeter. I'm still on the 500 milliamp scale. Alright, so let's just get this in focus, and there we go. Go ahead and take your measurement now for light bulb 3. Alright, so let's do qualitative observations for lab table number 5. This over here, this is bulb number 1, bulb number 2, and bulb number 3. So you're going to record your initial brightnesses. Let's take bulb number 1 out. Okay, so go ahead and record your observations. Now let's put bulb number 1 back in. Okay, this is bulb number 2. Let's take bulb number 2 out. Okay, and notice what happens when we take bulb number 2 out. Let's put bulb number 2 back in. Alright, now let's take bulb number 3 out. Okay, notice what happens to bulb 1 and 2. Alright, so now everything's back in now, so let's take bulb number 1 out. Okay, and then let's also take out bulb number 2. So now 1 and 2 are both out, 3 is in. Put 2 back in, take out 3. So now 1 is out, 2 is out, or excuse me, 2 is in, 3 is out. And finally, we'll also take out bulb number 2. So now 1, 2, and 3 are all out. Let's see, what other combos do we need to do here? So let's put everybody back in. All right. If we take out 2 and 3, so 1 is in and 2 and 3 are out. So hopefully that's all the combos. That's all that I can think of. All right, so there you go. There's your qualitative data for lab table number 5. And so we've got the lights back on. Here's one final look at lab table number 5. And there we go.